be worth your time. And the things that we are sharing here with you are extremely unique and have a massive power to actually build a solid, real business for you in the MLM space. I will, just so you understand real fast also, I will call it MLM or network marketing. Online is the exact same thing. So either or, it's going to be, those terms are synonymous. So, hey guys, let's jump right on into it. And I'm pumped to get started here. First of all, this is the 3-step system I use to auto-recruit a downline of big producers without friends or family even knowing that I'm in MLM. And this is what I actually use right now as well. I have used this system for a while, and it is a system that I've built and set up that allows me to be building my downline, be building my revenues without really doing a whole lot. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. It's how I've done that. I love the MLM model. I love the network marketing model. If you guys are in MLM or network marketing right now, please do not drop in what you're in, the link, or try to spam the chats here, but let me know. Just say, yes, I am in MLM. Yes, I'm in network marketing. And let me know how many years you've been in it. I actually love seeing this and seeing the comments from everybody. And anyway, this will be awesome. So let me come over to the site. Bam, what's up? We got a lot of you guys in MLM. That's awesome. Very, very cool. Right now, we have about 30,000 people who follow me and follow our lists and get on and do all the stuff that, consume what we put out there. So this has gone out to a lot of you. And we got a lot of powerhouse players. Very pumped to have you guys on here today with me. Anyways, let's dive right in. This is a 3-step system I use to auto-recruit my downline of big producers without friends or family even knowing that I'm in MLM. And I first want to start out real quick here and just let you guys know that I want to be kind of honest. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm not trying to make anyone mad, but I do want to give a little bit of a fair warning here. I will be making fun of a little bit of things that are done in the MLM industry. Not the industry itself, but the way things are done. If you failed at recruiting in the past, I really believe it's not your fault. All right, if you've been concerned in the past that you like, hey, I can't succeed in this, you can put the fears to rest. It's my intense belief that there's some massive miseducation happening in the space, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. Okay, I'm not anti-upline. You're not going to hear that kind of crap from me. I'm not anti the man, but I'm very much pro-cash. All right, and a lot of models being taught today is awkwardly anti-cash. Right? Have you guys kind of seen this as well? Yeah. Okay, let me keep going here, and I just want you to know that. Let's put a little thick skin on, and I just want to be open and honest and real with you guys today on this, because this is how we're actually doing and playing the game. Okay, elephant in the room, though. Real fast, I got to get this out of the way. I am in MLM. I am in MLM. I'm telling you that because it drives me crazy when people educate, but they are not actually actively playing in the game, right? Would you say that the MLM landscape, the network marketing landscape, has changed in the last 5 years? Of course, right? Same, even a year, even 6 months, stuff's changing so fast. You need to know that I'm in MLM, all right? And I want you to know that but please also be aware that I will never tell you what I'm in on this web class. If you're interested in that kind of thing, you can reach out afterwards, but I am not even going to tell you the name of what I'm in because I don't want you to think, hey, this guy's here just trying to recruit me. That's not what I'm doing here, all right? Okay, just to prove to you that I've automated my own downline, this is actually a screenshot that we took today. This is total entries. You can see right there. Actually, you can see my mouse. There you go. 2,200 total entries. 2,200 people have asked to be a part of my personal downline. Now, I have never spoken to them. And I'm going to teach you here on this web class how to actually do that. I am not here to take the human element out of this game, but I am going to show you how to do exactly what this is showing you right here, okay? So this is my actual, just me, not those who are actually in my downline. 22 people have asked to be in my downline. And so anyways, I'm gonna share with you guys how to do that. This is something that anybody can pull off though. Now, this is Bonnie and Dustin. They said, following Steven took months of the learning curve away. We set up the funnel on a Sunday, turned it on Monday, and had someone in our downline on Tuesday. Isn't that awesome? Very, very cool. Okay, Lloyd had a very similar experience. He said, hey, I had 6 folks join my downline in a single day. And then he actually came back and he said, since then, he told us, he's like, yeah, I've handed off the whole system to my downline and my team. I know a lot of you guys have big people in your groups. I handed this whole thing off, and we actually recruited 41 people just last week. We're like, oh, that's super cool. All right, that's what we're trying to get to and share with you guys and teach you here is that this very much works. One more here. Or a few more here. Amberlyn showed here. She said, in just 3 weeks of launching, I had 200 people join. 200 people join my downline, and we've sold $27,000 of product with just our warm market. All right. Can it work? Yes, it is working. This is not like some crazy, this is working, all right? This one just blows my mind. And the reason I'm showing just one of these is because I don't want you to think like, well, this guy's an outlier. After 7 months, team volume for Nick increased from $8,000 a month to $150,000 a month. It says 8, should say 8,000, okay? $8,000 a month to $150,000 a month. Team volume. Can you imagine having that kind of result? I mean, that's nuts, right? And he's not a coder. I'm not a coder. I would not consider myself a quote unquote techie. And this is what I want to share with you guys today. This is what I'm going to teach you guys here is if you have an existing downline or you are brand spanking new. And I'm saying this because I want you to know and feel like you are in the right place. And I'm excited to have you. Let's keep moving forward here. Now, a disclaimer, I just got to say this for all the crazies in the world. All right. We all know someone like that. Okay. Although I finally figured out how to automate recruiting and product sales in my MLM, my only goal was just to cover some bills at first. Now, though, I do have 1 to 2 people asking to join my downline per day. And it's been that way for years now. Okay. I just showed you the screenshot of it. All right. Disclaimer, that's not going to happen to you just by watching this web class. And that should go without saying, but I'm saying it here and now. So anyways, my whole goal for this thing for you though, is to teach you those things. I want to show you that the only way to grow your MLM business without pestering friends and family, and I get a lot of flack for saying that, but y'all know what I mean, right? The only way to really grow your MLM business without pestering friends and family is by learning how to get people to ask you to join your downline. All right. And the only way to get people to ask you to join a downline is by learning how to create leads through funnel automation online. All right. And I hope that you clearly feel that and see that. I am not, if you know there's someone, friends and family, great relative, great warm market that would be a great fit for what you're doing, good on you. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about approaching those people who really have no pre-existing disposition, right? And so I want to teach you how to do this and find and hunt down and attract those people to you who would be a great fit and ask you to join you, right? So let's jump into this. More specifically, what I'm going to teach you guys here is I want to show you how you can get qualified prospects coming at your door, how you get them to apply to join you. And just like I was saying, I actually want to show you how to manage your downline on autopilot. Guys, I'm going to tell you a secret right here real quick before we keep moving. I'm a funnel builder. I was the lead funnel builder for ClickFunnels for 2 years. I worked right side by side with Russell Brunson. We did crazy projects for a lot of people. What I'm sharing with you guys today was actually mentioned at Grant Cardone's event at the 10X Growth Con. Okay, this is not a joke, and this stuff is very vetted. It's very incredible, very amazing. And what's cool is that what I'm going to teach you guys here today, right now, is actually the way I treat MLM. MLM is actually like a back-end business for me. It's not my full-time thing, and it's just auto-growing. How many guys just want it to auto-grow, right? That's what I'm gonna share with you guys here, okay? So I built a lot of sales funnels for Russell. We did a lot of things at ClickFunnels. I still do a lot of projects and things with him, which is great. Anyway, so this is my family, and a lot of you guys have seen Secret MLM Max Radio. A lot of you guys have heard my other podcast, Sales Funnel Radio. How many guys have actually heard the podcast, Secret MLM Max Radio? And we got a lot of you guys on right now. This is very, very awesome. Thank you for taking the time. A lot of you guys have come to me from those shows. My family right there is on the right. That's at my one of my latest events called OfferMind. We had 650 people come to my event and grab a ticket, and it was awesome. Okay, we got 3 little amazing girls. They're very, very fun, and the whole story starts back at the family. Right, my wife and I have been married now for actually just crossed 8 years. And when we first got married, we had nothing, right? There's the classic newlywed story. That's actually a picture of our apartment there on the left. And we had maybe like $1,000 to our name. And we couldn't actually last like a month. And to be honest, I was sitting back and I was like, you know what? We're in love, it's okay. We don't need, we don't need to figure that. It'll figure itself out. And it didn't. And my amazing wife went through a pretty intense situation where I could barely feed her, literally. And kind of behind my back, because she didn't want to hurt my feelings, she was only eating one very small meal a day. We're talking like a pile of beans, right? And this was actually very, very hard because, I mean, obviously that's hard in general. But what was so challenging for me on that was that I couldn't figure out the basics of creating cash. I mean, I did everything I could to try and figure out how to feed her, and I really couldn't. And so I actually asked for money. And it was culturally very against the way I was raised. I'm the oldest of 6 kids. I worked a lot of labor jobs growing up. And I called my dad and I said, Dad, can you float us some cash? We got student loans coming. Luckily, those are pretty easy to get in our country, right? Student loans are coming, and but they're not going to be here for about 4 to 6 weeks. Could you float me some money, and I'll pay you back as soon as we get the loan in? And he goes, that's actually the room right there, I believe. That's the building, at least. And there's a long pause on the phone. And my dad said, I heard him breathe. You know, this is like one of those father-son moments that never leaves you. And he goes, son, no. He said, if I give you this money now, you will not exhaust the resources you didn't know you had. We both kind of cried and he hung up. And he had the money. That was not the point. What he did, though, is he was kind of telling me to buck up a little bit. And so what I started doing was I went through 17 tries. The next 17 tries, I did stocks and options, real estate, residential, and commercial. I did 2 summers of door-to-door sales. I was a telemarketer. I sold ebooks. I did websites. I became a traffic driver for the Paul Mitchell Company, the hair schools, plus like 10 plus more. I'd say a lot more than even 10. Nothing seemed to be working. Now, as I say that, how many guys out here right now can relate with that? You've just been trying stuff and you've been trying stuff and you've been trying stuff, right? Well, along those ways, along that those attempts, one of my buddies came up to me and he said, hey, I got this great opportunity. Okay, jump on the phone. I'm going to three-way you in. We're talking right now. He's going to teach us how to make some money. And I was like, oh man, this is my first MLM. This is going to be awesome. And I was like, am I going to be ready for this? And I love this quote. False. Is MLM ready for me? And it didn't go very awesome. Okay, I went and then again, not making fun of it. Remember, I asked you all to have a little bit of a thick skin here. I got in a car. I drove over to this guy. I met and I sat down with this guy in my upline, and he goes, you want to be successful in MLM, right? I was like, well, sure. Okay, well, if you can be successful in MLM, what you got to do is, and I'm not making fun of him, he was following what he was taught. Okay. And he said, you got to take out your phone and grab all the contacts in there that would be a great fit for you. And we're going to call them right now. And I was like, oh, okay, sounds good. If that's what they do. And we had just found out our next kid our first baby was on the way. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, like hopefully this is, could pay some bills. And so I pulled out my phone, made a big list, started calling, and I still have soured relationships to this day because of that. Not because I was calling leads, but I was calling people who were not leads. I was calling people who had no interest. And you all know what I'm talking about. All right. And so that's what I want to share with you guys. What no one taught me, right? What no one told me about MLM or network marketing, this is the hard way, right? Is the problem. This is the problem right here. After I talked to my warm market and my friends and family who were interested, I had no more leads. Now, have you ever asked yourself that question? What do I do when I run out of my warm market? How do I find more people? How can I get more people? That is a question every MLM or every network marketer has run into. And I was not getting trained on that. Yes? Are you with me? And so what I started to do, I didn't want to just lay down and die right there. So I literally, that's actually the street. I found a picture of the street. I started cold calling down Main Street. I started walking down Main Street, trying to recruit people to get into my business. And I was a little bit successful, but it was very hard. I'm rare. That's weird to do that. Most people are not willing to do that. And once I couldn't find many more people, that was it. And because I couldn't find more people, the business died. Right? I just could not find more. Who can resonate? Come over to the chat right now. Like, yeah, I resonate. I get that. Yes, this is me. Right? And I want to talk about this stuff because it's one of the biggest issues in the amazing network marketing and MLM space, because I want to show you how I've gotten around that, how I've automated the business. Now, okay, I want to compare right then to now. Now, right, 1 to 2 people asked to join my downline today. This is actual screenshot from the actual page where people have been asking to come in and actually join me. Is that cool? Okay, for the rest of this web class, I actually want to show you the steps, again, that I've used to automate and qualify all these leads. All right, I'm actually, I have a group, I created a kind of a movement here called MLM Mavericks. And these Mavericks, what we do is we recruit very differently. We treat MLM like a business, not a hobby. And I'm actually going to invite you guys at the end of this to become an MLM Maverick, all right? So here's the 3 secrets of MLM Mavericks. These are 3 things I want to share with you guys on here. Okay, the first thing is I want to show you guys the hidden revenue model that only the top MLMers are using to get paid, regardless if someone joins them. All right. I'm going to teach you how I found that and what it is and how to do the same. Also, I'm going to show you guys the number one truth about recruiting that no upliner leaders are willing to share. Okay. This one is where it gets a little touchy. I don't want to offend anyone, but I am going to be honest. And we can talk afterwards if you have a huge issue with it. Okay. Because I want eyes wide open conversation right here, right? Completely transparent. That's how I'm going to play this. Okay. Secret number 3, I want to show you guys how I position my home business for maximum product and recruiting sales without me being involved. All right. Now let's jump on into it. You guys excited? Yeah. You guys ready for round 1? Come over to the sides here and let me know again. So touched, so honored. So many guys are on here right now. Thank you for taking the time again. I'll keep this moving right along and get to the points and lessons so that you guys can make better decisions in your MLM businesses. Okay, so I'm going to dive on into this. Secret number 1, the hidden revenue model only the top MLMers are using to get paid, regardless if you join or buy from them. Let's dive in. All right, here we go. I am a huge Robert Kiyosaki fan, and you likely are also, or at least heard of him if you're in this industry, this incredible spot. I started asking the question, how can I build a network? And I started asking this question, I mean, look at the quote here. In network marketing, the whole point is not to sell a product, but to build a network, an army of people who are all representing that same product or service to share with others. And that's from the book, The Business of the 21st Century, right? I was really struggling. This is actually a picture of our apartment. I remember I was sitting down and I was going through the very question. I just realized I had already walked through Main Street. Stuff was already going on in my life. It was a freezing winter night. And I remember it was about 2 a.m. I was sitting on the couch and I was actually reading this ebook and I could not figure out, I was like, how are these guys playing the game? How are big people playing the game? It's like they got to figure out, how do they get leads? It has to be a lead thing. They must know how to get leads way better than I can. Okay, so I started hunting and asking, what are the top ones actually doing to build downlines? And what I found was something that, brace for impact. Here we go. Okay, here we go. What they were not doing, almost none of them. They don't do home meetings. They don't do hotel meetings. They don't do phone meetings. Okay, what I realized as I started hunting was that I was their lead generator, not my own. That's why they were having me pick up my phone and look through my phone and say, grab your contacts. Now, I started doing the same thing to those that I was recruiting because I knew no different. But the guys at the top, a lot of the people at the top, what they're doing is they don't do home meetings. They don't do hotel meetings. They do phone meetings. And I freaked out. I was like, what the insert expletive? And I was like, what are they actually doing then? You know what they had? There was this common thread between every one of them. Great Scott, here it is. Every one of them had websites, they had free courses, they had paid courses, they had publications and content and stuff all over the internet. And what would happen is when you would start consuming that, or when you would get the free course or the paid course, you'd start visiting their website. Then, once you were on their list, then they would actually go and start pitching you. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. What if I did the same thing? This is what I did. And this is actually a picture of one of the first MLM related products. This is years ago. I have a baby face in this picture. Okay. But this is the first time I ever attempted it. And rule number 1, that's when I created rule number 1, they come to me. And this is a powerful principle. And what I realized is that because people were buying and grabbing things before I ever talked to them about my downline, what was happening was I was getting paid regardless if they joined me. They bought my product in the front. They had nothing to do with my MLM, had nothing to do with my downline, had nothing to do with the products I was selling, but it did have a lot to do with how to have success in MLM. It did have a lot to do with how to recruit. It did have a lot to do, right? So I would get paid whether or not someone would actually join me. Is this making sense to you guys? How many of you guys are having like some major ahas right now? Like go over the side, like, because this is not a small thing to grasp. And once you get it, you'll start seeing the patterns. And I dare you to look at your uplines, the ones that are the crazy successful, and start looking around to see what are they really doing to get people to come join them. My friends, that is all about paid prospecting. And when I actually started doing this, and I showed you that CD just a second ago, is a CD, it tells you how long ago it was, okay? But the results came in. And in that first while, right? Look at that, the July 1st through September 30th, a year later, I was doing about $1,000 extra a week. And I was like, holy crap, I can actually get paid regardless if someone joins. Oh, this is insane, right? This was crazy. Okay. And because anyways, that's secret number one. That's the hidden revenue model only the top MLMers are using to get paid, regardless if you join or buy from them. Does that make sense? All right, that's like strategy number 3 of 12 or whatever in our group. Okay, this is a huge deal to understand. It changes the game because now what this means is that because I have this revenue, I can go out and I can start attracting more people to come to me. Right. So keep that in mind. Is that helpful? Yes. You guys enjoying it? That was just secret number 1. You guys ready for 2 more? All right. That was the hidden revenue model only the top MLMers are using to get paid, regardless if you join or buy from them. And I dare you again to look around. You'll start seeing that all over the place. Secret number 2, let's dive on into it. This is the number 1 ugly truth about recruiting that no upline or leader is willing to share. Now, I know there's a little bit of a lag in the internet here when I ask a question, but I'm going to go ahead and ask it here. And here it is. Okay. Quick question. Come over here to the comments. Come over here to the chat and drop in. How many people do you think the average MLMer will recruit? Just go ahead. How many people does the average MLMer recruit? Right. Come over here again to the side. Toss it in the Q&A box. And check that out. I bring this question while you guys are writing that in. I bring this question up because I was talking to the owner of an MLM, and the owner of the MLM. We were talking about this exact thing, and I was showing him what I just showed you. Okay, and he goes, that's really interesting because the MLMer, the average MLMer, it was not a small operation that they were running. It was a big MLM, and he goes, what's funny about that is like that solves a lot because the average MLMer only recruits 2.3 people. Okay, 2.3 people. That's why you're taught to get 2 or 3 people because they know that's what the average person can go do. Okay, 2 to 3 people. Now, I just want to bring this point up because if you are planning on retiring with the MLM or network marketing opportunity, all right, I don't want to burst your bubble, but not all recruits are the same. Okay, so if an upline is saying, right, just go out and get your 2 or 3 people, those 2 or 3 people better be absolute rock stars. They have got to be such insane income generators if you're going to retire off of that. Make sense? Okay, let me share a quick little story here, right? I tried recruiting anything that had a heartbeat. You guys probably did the same, but that's why I was going up and down Main Street and I was going around trying to get more people. And I remember at this time, I actually, I was in the military, I was doing a lot of stuff. And what's interesting is I remember in basic training, I would be doing like push-ups and stuff. And I still, that's when I was like, oh my gosh, I got to do this network marketing thing. I'm going to be a successful MLMer. And I had no clue what I was doing. And so while we were doing like push-ups and stuff, I'd be pitching other soldiers that were around me. Okay, I was hustling. I was doing what I was taught, and I would take napkins and pieces of paper, and I would draw out. If I get this many people and they get this many people, oh my gosh, look at the success that's going to come. What island will I buy? Right? We've all done that. Right? I remember I got an award, and I was so excited, counting the dollars, playing the games on the napkins. And I was like, man, money's going to start raining from the ceilings. I was so pumped. Boom, denied, right? Not true. That is not what happened. A big problem started. Okay. Now I want you to pay careful attention to what I'm going to share with you guys right here, because this is the big problem that most people start running into, right? The people that I was recruiting, they started saying something very interesting to me. Steve, what's the plan? You've now recruited me. When will I be rich? Right? And then here came the kicker. What do I do next? And I felt myself saying, give me a list of your friends and family. Let's three-way them in with me. I was like, oh crap, right? That's a big problem, right? This is a big problem because now what I realized is that my downline was filled with a lot of people who didn't want to really be a builder, who didn't want to be a runner, who didn't want to grow a real asset. I had recruited a bunch of favors. Well, Steve, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Come over here to the sides. They're like, yeah, I've recruited a favor before, right? Steve, I'll recruit, I'll join this thing if it's going to help you out. It doesn't really help you out after they are recruited, right? Okay. I was part of the issue here, and it was very, very rough. And I learned that not all buyers, not all recruits are the same. As I look, there Freddie the freeloader, he certainly came around. That's someone I recruited. I definitely recruited someone who's lazy. Definitely recruited, right? And again, not making fun of people, not judging them, but I'm here to actually build a business. which means I need to get strict on who I recruit. And so if I start looking out across the street and I see Mr. Jones there and I say, oh man, Mr. Jones, he's struggling right now. He needs this opportunity. That is not a good person to recruit, right? If someone needs the opportunity, they are not a good fit. And I started modeling what these big guys do also, right? And I started modeling when I said, okay, let's model what works. I only want to recruit, so I don't want to recruit someone who needs it. I want to recruit somebody who wants it. And so I modeled what's working in other industries online. And I was like, what if I actually did what these guys are doing in other places, in other industries, and even in MLM itself, and network marketing itself? And what if I made people apply to join my downline? Why would somebody apply to join my downline? Why would they apply to join? Interesting. I went and I found someone, and I started doing tons of research that said, someone will join you if you have an amazing marketing system. Okay, so I actually stopped. Okay, are you guys with me? Is this making sense? Stick with me just a moment if it's not, okay? Stay with me here, okay? Okay, check this out. I stopped letting people into my downline just because they were interested. Instead, what I did is I said, okay, if you apply, right? If you apply and I let you into my downline, I'm going to give you a pre-built amazing marketing system. And that's exactly what happened. And this whole thing has worked so well that this is the shout out that happened on Grant Cardone's stage. All right, check this out.
This is amazing. All right, my network marketers. In fact, this is, I didn't tell him, Stephen Larson is actually out in the audience here somewhere. There he is right there. So Stephen is network marketer, okay? He doesn't talk to friends and family. Okay, he still has friends and family now. It's pretty awesome because he drives people through network marketing funnel. He gets people to come to this page. He pre-sells them why he's amazing. Then they fill an application before he even tells them what is he selling. He builds a relationship with them, and then on the third page, then he tells them, oh, by the way, this is what we sell, and people just sign up because they have a relationship with him. He takes them through a funnel to build a relationship before he signs people up. Okay, it's powerful.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Parts A. I had no idea they were going to do that. I was like, that's so cool. Sitting in the audience, I was like, holy crap, he's showing my funnel. He was showing exactly what it is. I'm gonna share with you guys here, and which you guys have the opportunity to build yourself as well when you become an MLM maverick. Okay. I just think these gifts are funny. Okay, so just to recap what I did is I went through and at first I make people apply to join my downline, right? Second, what I do is when they are accepted, because I don't actually let everyone in, okay, I make sure that they're a great fit. I make sure that they want to be a runner. I make sure they want to build an actual business with me. And what I do is I hand them my prepackaged marketing system, the very one that they came in with, right? So isn't that amazing? Like you might think of Steve though. Steve, cool. But how do I make a marketing system for my team? What is that? I get it. And what is a marketing system? Hang tight, because that's actually what this whole thing is about here. Okay. Does that make sense? That was secret number 2 right there. Okay. The number one ugly truth about recruiting is that no upliner leader is willing to share with you is that not everyone is a good fit for your downline. Okay. Just because there's a heartbeat doesn't mean they should be recruited. And just because they need it doesn't mean that they're a fit. The ugly truth is that you need to get strict. And you need people to ask to join your down. You need people who want to be a builder. Is this making sense? We got a thick skin still. We all right? Okay, stick with me again. I'm going to keep moving forward here. And I want to thank you guys for taking the time as well. I'm going to go right through this last part, the third secret here. Okay, is this helpful though so far? Okay, this third part I want to walk through with you guys is I want to show you guys, this is like insanely key, all right? This is how I position the home business for maximum product and recruiting sales without me being involved. I told you guys that this is on the back of my actual business. This is just constantly growing in the back. It's an asset for me and my wife, right? So let's go ahead and let's dive into this. I want to teach you how this actually happens. I want to teach you why this happens, okay? I love Joe Polish. Joe Polish he's a famous marketer, and he says, there's no relationship between being good and getting paid. Ouch. That actually really hurt because I was very good at what I did professionally, but I still was largely broke. Right? I was very good at certain scripts that my upline was giving me, but I still was largely broke. There's no relationship between being good and getting paid. Okay, let's finish this here. Okay, the second part of the quote. No relationship between being good and getting paid. However, there is a huge relationship between being good at marketing and getting paid. Now I think back to any time I was a pool cleaner for a while. I was totally like a pool boy. Okay. When I was a pool boy for a while, I worked a lot of labor jobs. I worked in a plastic factory. Actually, I was a golf course cart boy for a while. And what's funny is that every time I got better, I actually got less money. I put less time on the clock and it actually got paid less. You see what I'm saying? The same thing is true in so many areas of life. That's why there's no relationship between being good and getting paid. Okay, let me share with you guys what I'm actually talking about here, okay? Where are my door-to-door salespeople? Anyone here a door-to-door salesperson? Anyone here ever been a door-to-door salesperson? I did 2 summers of, like I told you earlier on, I did 2 summers of door-to-door sales, and I enjoyed it. It's actually where I learned how to sell. It's where I learned how to talk. I was very shy for a very long time, most of my life actually, until about my early 20s when I went and I did this. And I decided, you know what, I got to get over this. And I talked to my wife and I told her, you know what, I got to go learn how to sell and talk to people in a very mentally tough environment. And she agreed. And so I went and I signed up for a door-to-door sales company. Okay. Well, I remember one day I was selling pest control. I remember one day we were driving out to our areas and we're driving out and I was excited to go out and prove myself. And I became one of the top salesmen, one of the top first years salesmen pretty quickly within the first 2 months. And I wasn't bad at it. I remember, though, that there was a certain day that had a lot of opposition. Doors were getting slammed in my face. People were saying no to me. There was all these people. They weren't just saying no. They were extremely rude and mean. And you know, maybe just having a bad day or whatever. But it got me thinking. Okay, it put me in a really bad mood. I remember the next morning we were driving on out to the next area. And I was in a bad mood, right? I was in a bad mood. And I was like, crap, I'm going to go get the door slammed in my face all day, every day. How many of you guys have ever felt that going to a home party meeting, going to a hotel meeting, getting on the phone, hanging out at the mall, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like, how many of you guys have ever had, it's that internal, oh my gosh, right? Right. And I was feeling that like, oh, I don't want to go get rejected all day, every day again. This is going to suck. You know what I'm saying? And so what happened was we were driving on out to the area. And I started having these feelings. And I remember looking up at these billboards, and there were billboards all along the highway, right? This is kind of funny, billboards right here. And there were billboards all along the highway. And I suddenly had this realization, this epiphany. Wait a second. People are calling these billboards asking to be sold. But I'm waking up every day, putting on my shoes, grabbing my forms, and I'm going and pitching people who had no plan to buy today. Does that make sense? But people are calling these billboards asking to be sold. So that got me thinking, like, wait a second, what if I could pitch an entire neighborhood at once? And so what I did is I went and I got on the internet and I looked up a free classified ad site and I went and I started putting ads up for my door-to-door sales stuff. And it was, I didn't know what I was doing. It was the first time I ever did anything on the internet practically. I mean, it was like, this is pretty much what got me online, because what happened was I started putting these classified ads up and money just started rolling in. My phone started blowing up. I started getting phone call sales. I was selling pest control. So people would call, you do pest control? My walls are filled with bees. Please come, right? And I'll pay top dollar. The next person would come up, oh my gosh, this is what you're doing? What was crazy is I was attracting people to me who already wanted to buy. Okay. And so it was a big realization. And my boss called and he goes, how are you doing this? And I showed him what I did. And he was like, that's insane. That's so crazy. I was like, I just got people to come to me. And so it got me thinking. I started thinking to myself, okay, who is my real competition? Right. And what I realized is that it really wasn't a person. My competition, I couldn't pitch enough people in the day to make a really big dent in my wallet. Does that make sense? I could not get my message to enough people who actually wanted, who was in motion to find my solution. I couldn't find them. How do I find them? My biggest competition was actually my time and my ability to get my pitch out. Okay. Now, how does this relate to what we're talking about here? I realized the same thing in my downline. I realized the same thing in my network marketing company. Now, I am not here to tell you guys to remove the human element from your MLM. That's not what I'm saying at all. Okay. You can still keep the human element, but you also can do a lot with your time. And so what I decided to do was I didn't want to spend time. Think about this, my friends. How long is the average home party meeting? It's probably over an hour, right? It's probably, well, Have you ever been to a home party meeting where it's just an hour, right? I remember my first one, and it was definitely, I think it was like 3 hours. Okay. That's a long time to go through a single pitch. And frankly, the guy was not even interested. And he specifically is one of the guys who we just never really talked since then, right? Okay, so what I decided to do is like, well, what if I just duplicated me? So I went and I took my sales pitch and I recorded it and I put it up. And we actually took this screenshot today. In the last year, okay, December 10th, 2018 to December 10th, 2019, which is today, right? I have had 1,770 people ask to join my downline. In order to get 1,700 people to ask to join my downline in the last year, look at the number right above it. Okay, I've had 6,950 pitches. Do you imagine if I spent the time to do 6,950 pitches? That's 6,950 hours at a minimum. If my home party meetings are only an hour, which they're probably not going to be, it's going to be more than that. Does this make sense what I'm telling you? That's a crazy rate right there. Okay. Now in the last month, okay, that's the last year. In the last month, just to show you as well, okay, in the last month, December 10th, 2019 to December 10th, November 10th to December 10th, I've had 130 people. That's still 130 people who have asked. In order to generate those 130 people, I have had to do 517 pitches. Now, I didn't do them though. You see what I'm saying here? So the first thing that I do is I go and I have, just like I was sharing with you guys right here, I'm not willing to go and actually I'm not willing to have me be the cost. I'm not willing to have time be what I'm competing against. So I go and I tell my sales pitch and then I just send it to people, right? And I have people find it who are already wanting it like I am with those billboards. They already are looking, right? The second thing that I do here is I actually hand my downline all those leads. Wouldn't you guys like it if I handed you those downlines, those leads? That's 1,770 people asking who have completed an application, who've asked to join my downline. Okay, so what I do though, and this is how, again, I removed myself. Okay, I can't even imagine. The first guy that ever recruited me, he was like, this is a passive income asset. MLM is a passive income asset. And it wasn't until a buddy of mine a little bit later, he actually was like, look at what he's doing. There's nothing passive about it. I was like, oh my gosh, you're right. He's working at least 60 hours a week. There's nothing passive about the way the guy's running it. I was like, oh man, I need to go and figure this out, right? I can't even imagine how cool it would be if he would have handed me some of his leads. It would have grown his business and mine. Why wouldn't he do that? So what I do is I hand over my downline those leads, and I have my downline call those leads with a specific script, which is ours. And it works. Removed me, man. Does this make sense? Can you guys imagine having that power? That's why this works so well. Success in your MLM has nothing to do with the comp plan. Ouch! Just going to say it. Success in MLM has nothing to do with the logo. Joining at the top or the ground floor opportunity level. That has nothing to do with it. Okay, a slogan. Lots of MLMs, right? I'm sorry, joining lots of MLMs has very little to do with upline support. My upline really doesn't know how to do what I'm doing right now, okay? A single rock star recruit. All right, you just got to keep recruiting. It's a numbers game until you find that one special person. Y'all know what I'm talking about. These are all the catchphrases that we're taught in the network marketing and MLM industry, okay? Success in MLM is also not about being an amazing techie or a magic catchphrase or even the product that you're selling. All right, I want to pose a question to you because as soon as you can answer this question, you'll be able to pull this kind of thing off. I want you to ask, because this is what I asked myself, how can I treat this like a business and not a hobby? All right, a business needs leads to live. All right, well, I'm not going to be the source of those constant leads. A business needs conversions in order to be a business. All right, well, what if I remove myself doing that? A business needs support post-purchase so that people can have help. Well, I'm not going to be that either. So I simply created a system for each of them. Are you getting this? Okay. Is this making sense to you? Okay. All I've done, just to recap again here real quick. Okay. Secret number one, I've shown you guys that there's a hidden revenue model that only the top MLMers are using to get paid regardless if you join or buy from them. Right now, I think in the last year, we just looked today, about $80,000 that have come in from a single little small product that we put. 80,000, that's a full-time income. $80,000? And I didn't pitch him. I pitched him afterwards, right? Secret number two, the number one ugly truth about recruiting that no upliner leader is willing to share. The ugly truth, You're not supposed to recruit everybody. You're not looking for 100% conversions, man. You're trying to find the people who are willing to run, who want to actually build a business, not a hobby. Secret number 3, okay, how I position my home-based business for maximum product and recruiting sales without me being involved. And the answer is you got to treat this like a business. If you've never built an actual business, not a hobby, this can get really hard. Okay, so I want to ask you guys something here real quick. Okay, if all I did was model a successful if all I did was model successful MLMers, right, using the internet, right? And you think about Nick right there on the bottom left right there. If all I did was model successful marketers and start handing off the same thing to other people, do you guys think that this could actually work for you? Come over to the comments here real quick and say yes, right? If all I did was model it, do you think it would work for you? I'm not like a brilliant genius, you guys. I got kicked out of my first semester of college, okay? I had no idea how to learn, all right? You guys can do this as well. Do you guys actually think that this could actually work for you? Yeah, come over to the comments here and say yes. Awesome. I understand some of you guys might be like, there's no way. Nick did $150,000 in team volume a month. That's what he does now. And that was frankly months ago when we asked him. I'm sure it's higher than that now. $150,000 in monthly team volume? Holy crap. Steven, I don't know. I don't think I can pull this off. Okay, I get it. Let's say you just do 10% of that and you have a team volume that actually finally is $15,000 a month. Would that not dramatically transform your life? Can you imagine that? Imagine getting $15,000 of team volume sales every single month. Just think about that. I don't care what MLM you're in. Think about which one you're in, though, and think about the numbers, the comp plan. Whoa. Would that not radically transform your life? Steven, I don't know. I still don't think I could do $15,000 a month in monthly team volume with the things you guys are teaching here. I get it. All right. Bear with me for a second. Let's say you do 10% of the 10%. That's only $1,500 in monthly team volume. How many of you aren't even doing that right now? Okay. My point with this is that you don't need to be perfect at what I'm sharing with you here in order to have success. Okay. Would this not help you guys cover a car payment, a house payment, or simply fire your boss? Or on the other side, would this help you actually go get some of the things you've been wanting in life? Right? Of course it would. This is absolutely worth it. Okay. So I want to ask you guys a question. I know I'm going fast here. We've been going for about 40 minutes here. And I just want to share with you guys all these awesome things here in hopes that you guys can take the vision of this and see what it can actually do for you. Let me ask you a question though, because I know I'm going fast. How many of you guys feel like this? You guys enjoying the webinar so far? But I know that's a little bit intense. I'm saying a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things coming out of my mouth right now. And I know that a lot of what I'm saying is, in some cases, very opposite of what you're taught, right? How many guys, anyone feeling like this? I wish I had a few hours, days, months even to go over everything possible. It's obviously not feasible for me to do that right now, of course. But because of that, we did create something cool for you. Do you guys mind if I spend like 5-10 minutes going over a special offer I put together to help you implement all of this in your own MLM or network marketing business? I don't care what you're in. This will help you whatever you're in. Go over to the Q&A box and just say, I'm ready. Okay. Go over to the Q&A box and say, I'm ready, or yes. Okay, come over to the side here. I certainly don't want to move forward unless people, yeah, okay, here they come. There's a lag in the internet. Okay, sounds good. I never want to make any like special offer or whatever unless everyone agrees, right? And so let me go through and share this with you guys. Hey guys, I want to give you guys the opportunity to become an MLM Maverick. And to do that, I'm actually going to invite you to invest in a program we have here called Secret MLM Hacks. The name of it's been down here in the bottom the whole time. And I want to just give you guys the opportunity to grab it here. Here's what you guys are going to get when you guys invest inside of a Secret MLM Hacks. First of all, what you guys are going to get is actually Secret MLM Hacks Masterclass. And with that, inside of it, it'll actually let you do the very things that I'm walking you through right now and I've just given you examples of. With it, you'll be able to have a paid prospecting system. Okay, you actually have the auto-closing systems that I use, right? All those examples of the people that I've been sharing with you, they're not in my MLM. I wanted to grab other people who are not in mine so you guys can see people doing it and whatever it is that they're in. This is about us changing the industry. This is about us changing the industry from being stuck in the 90s. Okay, you'll be able to get downline management shortcuts. You'll be able to do top lead traffic methods. These are the ways that we actually fill our hoppers full of leads consistently. We do a lot like that, okay? You're also going to be able to go and this is a really cool program called MLM Product Sales Hacks. This is going to help you actually sell what you do better. Just got a message last week from a guy who was like, that section alone is insane. All right. With this, though, you'll actually be able to get rid of 1,770 hours you won't have to spend growing a real asset, okay? Right? And whatever that is, I realize that's my number there as well, but whatever that is, you are not going to have to spend your own time to grow a real asset anymore. That's the point. That's what I'm saying. This, for me, is on the side of the actual business that I run. It is an asset that grows just time in and time out, and I just look at the stats. Oh, crap, check it out. Someone else joined the downline. What's up? Someone else joined the downline. Would you like the same? All right? On top of that, we're also going to send you guys, this actually comes from my office. We have a really cool workbook here. I know I'm saying a lot, and if you're like, man, I've never done anything like this before, or man, I'm brand spanking new, or I've never built a business, or you know what, the internet does freak me out a little bit. Guys, I want you to know that we created this workbook. I think it's about 90 pages. What it's meant to do, it's not like crazy, like in-depth stuff. What it's meant to do is so that you just flip one page at a time. All right, now do this. All right, now do this. Now do this. I realized, guys, does this make sense? How many of you guys want that, first of all? Okay. You need blinders. I know why I went through those first 17 failures. I got stuck in learning loops. I remember I was riding my bike home from college campus, and I was riding back, and I said to myself, like, why am I still broke? Right? And anyone ever relate with that? And I had a kind of a heart-to-heart conversation with myself, and I said, why am I still broke? And I was saying to myself, I feel like I understand this, I understand that, I understand this. I was stuck in learning loops. Instead of me applying what I was learning, I would just pick up the next book and feel the semblance of motion instead of actually moving. And I want you to know that's why this workbook, I spent a ton of time creating this workbook. People love this thing. So this is a physical thing we're going to ship out to you as well to help you guys go through and everything that that I've been teaching you guys right here, okay? Okay, so who does this work for? I want you to know, again, this works for new MLMers. This works for experienced MLMers. This works for people who are millennials or baby boomers, okay, who don't want to compete with other thousands of people selling the same thing you are, right? Feel me on that, okay? The number one reason why people don't get started with this is they think, Steven, I got to be amazing at tech. No, you don't. I'm not a coder, right? I'm not a coder. I have no idea how to do that. I have no idea to do this, okay? And if you're thinking that, I want you to know that what we're going to walk you through, if you can use Facebook, if you got on today's web class and web training, you're qualified, right? That's it. Okay. I want to show you guys real quick and introduce you to Michelle. Michelle's amazing. She said, all because of the trading, since Secret MLM Hacks, I'm selling 1 out of 3 people that I speak with now. That's crazy, right? And she's got these auto things that are up. This is another awesome one. Nathaniel, he said, it works, it works, it works. OMG. Yesterday I made a post about my thing. Anyway, I'm going to not read all of it here. He says, so far I have 4 people using my system that have earned the company September customer acquisition incentive. What? So he's actually applying the same thing to those people who are in his downline. And that's what I invite you to do as well. It's meant for you to go in and play, it's meant for your downline, okay? Teach your downline this. Why wouldn't you? Okay. He also said, the person that came through my opportunity funnel on Friday is having success with my product funnel. She acquired 2 customers on Friday. Okay. All right. We have testimonials all over the place. Anna said, I'm just going to go back down to the red here. It's a lot. I said, this weekend, while I was laid up in the hospital, is very crazy. She said, I had someone join my team completely on autopilot. All right. And that's what this is about. Remember, this is about duplicating your time. All right. Billy said, I'm a little excited because I woke up to the first sale from my newest live webinar presentation. I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. That's actually what we go through. Eek! My first funnel just made its first sale in 24 hours of launching. That is not abnormal. Right? Bonnie and Dustin, you guys remember them from the very beginning? They did that. They set up the funnel on Saturday. They had someone in the next day as well. So here's what you guys are going to get when you guys invest in Secret MLM Hacks. The first you guys are going to get is the actual Secret MLM Hacks Masterclass. So you can do all the things that I'm teaching you guys right now. You're also going to get the Secret MLM Hacks Workbook. That's going to keep horse blinders on so you go page by page and not get overwhelmed with any of this. Okay, this total value of $2,694. Right? So, what else can we give you? Guys, I want to make sure that you have no reason to not move forward. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just think about this for a second. I was the lead funnel builder at ClickFunnels for 2 years. I put almost 500 sales funnels under my belt. Okay. We try to get people to build 1. I currently charge right now $30,000 to build someone's sales funnel. So what we decided to do is I decided that we would go put together the best pre-built recruiting and sales funnels that you guys can go use in your business, okay? We're going to give you the application funnel that I was talking about. We're going to give you, I already built it, okay? You guys have pre-built supplement funnels, publishing funnels, live webinar funnels, e-commerce funnels, also free plus shipping book funnels. You're also going to get opt-in funnels. That's one of the funnest ways to build lists. You're also going to get pre-built members areas. That's actually how I auto-train my downline once they actually come on in. Would you like to see how I do it? All right, that's amazing. So, you also get live event funnels. That's actually the one Billy was talking about in the slide before. All right, but Steve, it's all built in ClickFunnels. What if I don't have ClickFunnels? Guys, don't worry. There's a 2-week free trial with the program itself. All right. Love that GIF. Okay, inside there, you'll click on a link and you'll actually see this. There's my mouse right there on the screen again. You're going to see this little thing that says, get your 2-week trial. You'll start your 2-week trial and it will pull in the pre-built funnel that I built for you as a professional funnel builder. Okay, it'll pull in as many funnels as you want to download from the thing. It'll pull them straight into your account. You can use them and do whatever you'd like with them. They're yours, not mine, okay? Okay, and just so you guys understand, I want you to meet Noah. Noah's 12. Noah builds funnels for companies in exchange for equity. You can do this. All right, you got it. That's actually... Yeah, anyways, that's he and I. Crazy story. Insanely blurry picture though. Okay, Steve, what if I already do have a ClickFunnels account? It's really simple. It's the exact same thing. You'll click on a few links here and there, and it will pull pre-built funnels straight to your account. It'll bring you to this exact same page and it'll ask you to log in if you're not logged in. Okay, so what you guys are going to get is you guys will get, when you invest today in Secret MLM Hacks, you guys get the 5-week Secret MLM Hacks Masterclass, $1,997 value. The Secret MLM Hacks Workbook, $697 value, but also the pre-built recruiting and sales funnel templates, which is a $4,497 value. I'm very, very excited for you guys to have those things. That's a total value of $7,191. I charge a lot. You can go look it up. I charge a lot right now just to build one. You guys are getting like 10 pre-built. It's crazy. All right. What else do you guys need? All right. I want to make sure again that you have that there's zero reason why you wouldn't get and actually join this today, so you guys can actually get all the things that you need in order to actually build what I have and have the same kind of asset for you sitting on the background. Okay. This is one of the things, what I want to give you guys right here is, this is one of the things that people a year ago when I was first talking about this, not first, but this is one of the things that people asked, hey, could I please get some help? Could you please come in and give us some of these other pre-built things, okay? I'm actually going to give you guys, I'm going to give you some of my first recruiting videos. Now, when I first began this, I didn't know anything about funnels. I actually didn't know funnels existed. What I did is when I created this first product, and right around this time period, I also filmed 5 videos. These 5 videos I actually put on YouTube, and on YouTube, I didn't know what else to do with them. They were just on YouTube. They were on live. And the weirdest thing happened. I remember one morning I woke up and on my phone was this application. Somebody was like, hey, could I join your downline? And I was like, I was just making a general MLM product. I don't even know what to, are you serious? And so I go in and I actually go and I was like, oh, all right, sounds good. And it happened again. And happened again and happened again. And what was crazy is those 5 videos were the foundation of what started bringing just lots of people to me. All right. So I'm actually, instead of making you guys go out and like, hey, in order to create a cool thing that people have to buy in order for you to go, in order for you to start recruiting people and things like that, I actually want to give this to you. So I'm actually going to let you guys white label. That's called MLM Masters Pack. I'm actually going to white label that. You guys actually have the 5-part video series. You guys can use it for your own recruiting, but it's a white label, meaning you guys can sell it. You guys can use it to get opt-ins. You can use it to do whatever you want. It's a white label. I'm doing that so that you can send videos around. You can do whatever you want to with it, and you can charge for it, keep all the money for it. It's out there so that you guys, that took me probably 5 or 6 shots, tries to film all of it. I filmed it probably 5 or 6 times before I felt like it was good enough. So you guys are not going to actually have to go through that, and instead just use what I've already pre-created, and you guys have the opportunity to just use that to sell, make money, bring leads in for you while you're actually going in and starting to build your own thing. Okay, so that's my gift to you guys. That's not something we've done in the past, but you guys actually get a white label rights with this, with the MLM Masters Pack. When you actually invest in Secret MLM Hacks today. Does that sound good? Alrighty, hey, what we're also going to give you guys is, I know that it's a massive, massive value for you guys to get access to other people who are also not just thinking like this, but doing this, right? So we actually have an MLM Maverick private community. It's a private community where you can come in and ask questions, be and hang out with other people who are also doing this kind of thing as well. And what's nice is that a lot of these people are just sharing notes. In fact, many of the screenshots I was just sharing throughout this of people who are saying cool stuff about the program are actually just from that group. So we want to hang out with those same people, who are doing this kind of thing as well, ask questions, pick their brain. We're actually giving you access to that. It is a locked, closed private group. You are not allowed into it unless you are a part of Secret MLM Hacks. And so that's what's so cool about it. So you guys are going to be with other people who are also part of the program, but are also doing this as well in their own downlines. The benefit of that, and again, people are not in there pitching. It's a rule number one. Can't pitch each other, can't recruit from each other, can't ask for PMs. But that's the benefit. You're hanging out with other network marketers, other MLM marketers, other MLMers who are actually marketing and learning how to go do this inside of their own business as well. So here's what you guys are going to get when you guys invest in Secret MLM Hacks today. First, you guys are going to get the 5-week Secret MLM Hacks Masterclass. I'm also going to give you guys the Secret MLM Hacks workbook. They'll give kind of blinders so you guys can go page by page and actually build this like everyone else has been as well. I'm also going to give you guys the pre-built recruiting and sales funnels. That's my gift to you as a professional funnel builder. That is my trade. That's my profession. And I'm actually going to give that to you so you guys can go in. That's what other people are using, okay? And all those other screenshots and testimonials and people saying like, hey, this is what it's done for me. They're grabbing those pre-built templates. And I charge $30,000 to do that custom for people right now. You're not going to have to pay that as well. You're also going to get the MLM Masters Pack. It's a white label. You guys get the white label MLM Masters Pack and go use it for how you'd like to. I don't. All I ask is that you give credit, but it's videos of me anyway. So there's several parts with that, but I'm super excited to be able to hand that over to you guys. You're also going to get access to the MLM Maverick private community. Go hang out with tons of other people, guys. That's a total value of $10,883. So I got a question for you. I know I'm talking a lot. I'm talking fast. Okay. If all Secret MLM Hacks did was bring you qualified leads, would it be worth $10,883? Yes. If all Secret MLM Hacks did was get people asking you to join a downline, would it be worth $10,883? Absolutely, guys. I have 1 to 2 people every day asking to join. What's so cool about that is that it continues to grow and grow and grow, and I get to do step 3 because of this, okay? If all Secret MLM Hacks did was help you turn your MLM business into an actual business instead of a hobby, would it be worth $10,883? Absolutely, all right? You know what's cool about this, and that's what I was just saying, is my wife and I actually treat this like an actual asset. The cash that comes off of MLM, we actually dump it straight into our investments place. And that money personally, this is not financial advice, but that money personally goes in for us, and it goes and actually buys assets, okay? Cash flow producing assets. And it's all from this automated thing and the way we set up the MLM space as well. If I did charge that, it would be completely worth it. This is, I mean, this is a screenshot, like I said. We took this screenshot today, December 10th. That's 130 people in the last month who've come in and asked to be part of my downline, okay? Would you pay that to have those kind of people coming in and asking, right? And the reason I'm saying this and the reason why I want to share this screenshot with you is because check this out right here real quick. This is actually some of my applications to my actual personal downline. And on this column, I actually ask people what their plan is to promote, what their plan is to recruit if I actually let them in. Look at that orange box right there. My plan is to do Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, lead capturing, proving tons of value, or offering my product for free if they join my downline. I'm going to get free downloads, live webinar, evergreen. What? Are you serious? I had to poke people with a cattle prod the old way I was taught to do this. These people are going around and they are promoting so intensely. I mean, understand the type of person that this kind of system allows you to go pull and bring in. Does that make sense? This is a huge deal. All right. Steve, can't I just do all this on my own? Sure. You could totally do that. Okay. This is actually me planning out the funnel structures that you guys are getting to download with the funnel templates themselves. All right. What's one successful funnel worth to you? Okay, I just want you to think about that. $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, maybe more, right? How much would you guys pay to get one perfect funnel? Just one funnel, right? This one funnel right here, this is the MLMfunnel.com. This one funnel right here, this actually cost me about $10,000 to create, all right? But it's brought in 5,000 leads for me to pitch in the last 5 months with no ads. You understand? That's why this is so big. And so it's not a cost, it's an investment. And that's why I go and I do this, right? And from that, actually, the very thing right there, 5,238 leads came in the last 5 months from this one funnel, okay? And what do? Follow up and pitch them, all right? And we ask them to come in and apply to join the downline, all right? You can see why MLM owners reach out wanting Secret MLM Hacks for the whole business. I've actually been offered for the whole thing to be sold and sold out to a whole MLM, so I don't keeps telling this information. Okay, a couple times I've had a few MLMs ask that actually. $10,883 is a massive bargain. Okay, Secret MLM Hacks is $10,883 value, but honestly, this is sold as a $1,797 public stage price. Okay, because I want you guys to actually get what you need in order to launch. And frankly, because I'm trying to change the industry and elevate and show everybody like, look, you don't need to actually be this big, massive, you don't have to do it like it's been taught in the 90s. You don't need to do it like the big, massive guys grew the old school methods. You can do it the new school way that the big guys also do it now too. Okay, because I want you guys to have all this stuff. Guys, Secret MLM Hacks is only $997 today. All I need you to do is go and open up a brand new tab. Go to secretmlmhacks.com/start and fill out the access form. And that's what you guys are going to get. You guys will get the Secret MLM Hacks Masterclass, the workbook, the pre-built recruiting and sales funnel templates that I built professionally for you. You're also going to get the MLM Masters Pack white label, which will let you go in and you can use it. You can sell it. You can use it for getting subscribers. You can use it. If you have no idea what that means, we'll teach you. That's exactly what we're doing with you as well. If you want to use it so you can sell it and start generating cash so people pay you even if they don't actually join your downline, that's also awesome. We're also going to give you one other thing. Actually, let me get that here in a moment, okay? This is also, like I said, if you are brand new, this works if you also have an existing home-based business, but also if you don't have one, okay? Now, you have two choices. And the two choices, and I'm bringing this up because I want you to see what we're going to do for you guys on top of all this. If you could do nothing and not take the leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free, or second, you could just pony up a small investment today compared to all the value you get in return and just give it a shot, right? And if you do what I say, you should be able to make back everything that this investment is within the first funnel that you launch, right? We have a saying here. I actually learned this from Russell when I worked for him. And I was like, man, I love that. It's a great way to live by, a great way to do business by. If I can't make you money, then I do not deserve yours. Okay. We have a 30-day guarantee. All right. And that's what I want to get to as well here. The 30-day guarantee is it's awesome. Okay. If you sign up, if you follow the course to a T, if you don't get results, just let us know and we'll give you your money back. I'm 100% confident that if you do what I tell you to, you'll succeed with this. All right. And I'm pumped for you guys to do this. The real question though, like I said, is are you willing to invest $997 and compared to everything we're giving and just give it a shot? Okay. Here's what you guys are going to get again. You guys are going to get the 5-week Secret MLM Hacks Masterclass, the Secret MLM Hacks Workbook, the pre-built recruiting and sales funnels, the MLM Masters Pack, the MLM Maverick Private Community, right? Like I said, total value of $10,883. But I also want to give you guys something special. I actually have amazing ads drivers. I don't know how to drive Facebook ads, so I hire other people. I actually took the screenshot right before we started today. Maybe Zuckerberg's mad at me today for putting this up here, and that's why I've had some issues. Maybe, I don't know. But we've spent 300, right down there in the bottom right, that orange box. As of today, we spent $301,000 on ads in Facebook for my MLM stuff. But Steve, you can't do Facebook plus MLM. Well, we are. Okay. So what I did is I actually had one of my, because that's not true at all, that belief there, because we're doing it. And so I had one of my ads drivers. She went in and she created this amazing walkthrough course. I call it Zucker Cider. Okay, that's what that is. It's Zucker Cider. Zucker Cider is something we're going to give you guys if you guys choose to act today on this. So you guys are going to get everything we're talking about before, but right down the bottom it says Zucker Cider Facebook Traffic Course. This is actually created by my traffic driver for this community. It's actually for this so that you guys get all the kit and caboodle with everything that we've been sharing with you guys. This is how we actually drive that traffic, paid ads. Anyway, super awesome. So again, you guys get everything in there, plus the Zucker Cider. Just open up a new tab, $997 today. Go to secretmlmhacks.com/start. Make sure you put /start in. Don't put www in. Don't put anything else in. It's literally secretmlmhacks.com/start. And just fill out the access form, and you guys will literally have immediate access in like a minute. All right, it's very, very fast. Information alone, the things that I've shared with you guys alone is not actually enough to give you guys the success. You have to actually build the systems. You need to build the systems that I'm talking about. Okay, you have a system for lead gen, a system for the sales, a system for fulfillment, a system for people going in. I don't talk to anybody. In fact, before we started this, we were talking over here and we were saying, I can't remember. Someone said, "Hey, how long has it been since you've been on the phone talking to somebody?" It's like, I don't know that I ever have. Okay, after that first round of MLM experience, I decided I would never do that again. And again, it's not to remove the human element. I'm just finding people who have a pre-existing desire to come and buy and build and go on this journey. And I'm inviting you guys to learn how to do the exact same thing. So open up a new tab again. Go to secretmlmhacks.com/start. And instead of $10,883 and instead of the $1,797 public stage price, it's only $997 today. Open the new tab, go to secretmlmhacks.com/start and fill out the access form. And I just want to real fast just let you know, this is what else could you get? I like to go in and see what else I could go get for $997. So I opened up a new tab. I went to Google and I typed in, what else could I get for $997? You could get this set of Trump Chia Pet toys. $5,000 worth of Trump Chia Pets. You could buy this cash register and have nothing to put in it. You could go and actually get this chair. That's a nice chair. Oh man, you could buy this guy's internet gaming profile. Oh, that sounds really exciting. It's very, very cool. Or you could get arguably one of the greatest MLM programs ever assembled to actually go and help you actually create this like an actual business, not just a hobby, not just a little side hustle. Build a real asset. And let me show you how to do that. And we do it with systems and automation. And like, it's largely all pre-built for you. It's very plug and play, which is why so many other people have loved it. Okay. Again, open the new tab, go to secretmlmhacks.com/start and fill out the access form to grab that. Now, just one real fast thing. I want you to know, I have been actually providing this program for upwards of 3 years now. The first time was really about 5 years ago, but this has been about 3 years. And there's a lot changing for me personally. There's a lot of big MLMs that I'm working with now, that I'm building things for now, building funnels for now. And I think I can say that. Okay. You have to know that this is actually disappearing. And I don't just mean for you. I actually mean that we're making some changes. I am not going to be providing the Secret MLM Hacks program, public access for it. After Sunday, this Sunday coming up, what is the date this Sunday? And so I want you to know that this is actually time literally is of the essence of this. If you come on Monday and go to secretmlmhacks.com, you will see that it's going to say program closed, and give maybe other suggestions on the things that you might go grab. Okay. We're actually closing down the program. Now, if you purchase it, obviously you still have access to everything. You still have the groups. It's still an active community, but I'm shutting down a lot of public forward-facing things that I have around this. And it's for a lot of reasons. I have some new opportunities myself. Been doing this now for upwards of 3 years, like I said. And so this is very real world. And I want you to understand that it's December 10th as I make this for you right now, right here with you guys, live with you. And I want you to know that that this program is actually heading out and leaving. So on the 15th, December 15th at midnight Mountain Standard Time, the page will actually switch. We will make it so that it'll say program closed. And so this is actually the final shots to go grab it. That's why we're doing this here with you guys and why I wanted to come do it live with you. So guys, with that being said, when you guys invest in Secret MLM Hacks today, and especially before Sunday at midnight, you guys are going to be getting the 5 Secret MLM Hacks Masterclass, 5-week Secret MLM Hacks Masterclass. You guys get the Secret MLM Hacks Workbook, the pre-built recruiting and sales funnels, the MLM Master Pack, the MLM Private Community. You're also going to get Zucker Ciders. You'll see how we've done all that. How have we spent $300,000 in Facebook ads profitably and gotten $2 to $3 out per every dollar we've spent? Oh! How are we doing that? Let me show you how we do it. Okay. We can only give that to you guys if you guys act now on this. Okay. It's actually tracking all that stuff. Open up a new tab, go to secretmlmhacks.com/start, fill out the access form. My friends, thank you so much. All you got to do is go and grab, it's $997 today. Grab this before we literally will be taking it off of the marketplace, and very stoked to have you guys inside here. So open up a new tab. We'd love to have you guys inside the Secret MLM Hacks program. Make sure you jump in before Sunday at midnight. That's not fake or whatever. We literally are shutting it down. And anyways, so this has been a fun ride, and I'll see you guys on the inside.